Nintendo? Stop. Just stop. Calm down. Put that down. Put it down. Give it to me. Hello? Welcome. It's raining outside. Excuse me. I'll be right back. Hold on. What is this? Okay, so much to talk about. Breath of the Wild 2 is a thing. Breath of the Wild 2 is a thing.
Breath of the Wild 2.
I was not expecting it. Oh my god! I got a little excited. What is this? Was that a girl? Oh my god! Little, you know, we're caught up in the moment. It's spooky! That's a straight up sequel! Oh my god! I couldn't sleep that night. I took to Twitter, and that wasn't enough, so we're taking it to YouTube. So, without further ado, let's gizzity get that mother. Alright, chicken wings. Let's start with this green goop right over here. It's coming off the hand here. I assume, unless it's coming from some other mysterious source. These letters kind of look like it's ancient letters, which would imply that it's from ancient times, which makes sense. Green in Legend of Zelda games is quite a popular color. It resembles a whole lot of courage, a whole lot of Link. Kind of conflicts with a theory that I have. Conflicts. The only time we've ever seen color like this in Breath of the Wild is from the Lord of the Mountain. But I'm gonna go on a whim and assume that this bad boy's got nothing to do with this game. Watch me be completely wrong. We're also starting to hear a little bit of a pitter patter of a Ganon's heartbeat. At least I believe it's Ganon, or it could be the heartbeat of the millions of fans going into a coma after this game, myself included. Now we got this hand leaking upwards to what I can assume to be the bottom of Hyrule Castle. There's a bunch of stuff up there that's looking a little man-made. These stalagmites don't quite look man-made. Weird runic designs on that, so maybe it was made by magic. Now I'm not sure if the spiral effect is meant to be just like looking cool, or if the magic is like also seeping upwards into the overworld. I got no idea. Note how this tiny strand here, this leak in the pipes in Ganon's pipes has been the one thing that has caused all the calamity, and now we have all of this mess. Someone's been painted on some walls, presumably Ganon riding on a horse. I like the nice touch of the ancient horse armor. Some loyal followers. Do you think Ganon? Yeah, Ganon would be verified on Twitter. I gotta say, the fact that we have cave drawings all the way down here, and that means these drawings were made before Ganon was kind of put to rest, so to speak. Maybe this is him pre-tyranny, or people do live down here, and they kind of seal them off, and they're like, woof, that was nasty. I gotta dip my finger in some of this paint here. Make sure I write this down so no one forgets. Now we got a little down shot of a spiral. There's not too much to say here. We got a boy and our girl here. They are packed. Got a lot of stuff on this cow thing. Precious boy, I love him. Now the wall behind them could be the exterior to some kind of divine beast, but it doesn't quite look like that. But this could also just be a giant wall to some sort of exterior of something. Maybe dungeons. Now, unfortunately, Mr. Rat, this game has made me kill the cutest of creatures. There is nothing saving you. I cannot wait to be the single reason why rats in this game go extinct. Anyways, Link and Zelda see Ganondorf. And I just have a couple things to say about this. Her hair is amazing. I love it. She looks like she was designed from a Miyazaki film. Link has this shoulder pads and this chest plate thing going on. Is that going to be extra armor on top of the champion's tunic? Or is that just a whole new champion's tunic altogether? I like her cloak. I like the little design on it. I like how they're matching. I ship them. I love it. Give me more. I'm ready. It's 24 seconds into the trailer. I gotta chill out just a little bit. Link, my boy over here, has, no, wait. Still got the Master Sword. Now, usually, this bad boy right over here is meant to, like, repel evil. It's the Blade of Evil's Bane. But it doesn't seem like that actually has the same purpose in this game. It seems like it's literally just meant to repel evil. So I guess the only way to seal Ganon away is like literally just with Zelda's sealing magic or whatever this spiral hand thing is. So Link and Zelda and Precious Boy stop for some water. It really has been a long time. Now these stone structures, these things right here, they also look man-made, but they don't look like they're made quite the same as this thing right here. Either this thing is just super special, or there were different kinds of people that came down here. I don't know. Guess we'll just have to wait and find out. Calamity begins to spread, and my god, this rat straight up dies. Either he's cursed, or he's corrupted, or he's straight up dead. The extinction has already begun. And this staircase as well, also man-made.
Big man-made bridge.
Either there was a giant community that lived down here, or it was all buried very conveniently to have these giant open areas like this. Which one's more convincing, you know? I mean, it's a video game, so either or. Careful with that boy. We got Zelda holding a torch. I love them both. This trailer makes it look like they're seeing Ganon for the first time, but if we yeet on back over here, they're not. These two images, they're in different places. Zelda's holding the torch here, Link's holding the torch here. It looks more like this is them discovering those cave paintings. Trying to subvert our expectations. What are you trying to do here? This is pretty much the same, but we introduce some dramatic music. Then we see that hair and those symbols and the more symbols, and it's frick. I actually didn't realize that this was Ganon when I first watched this. I was too busy having a bit of a meltdown. This Gerudo symbol seems to have changed somewhat, which is interesting. Still relatively the same. I wonder if these chains here were holding on to something. Otherwise, why not just have the bangles? Why have these little excess chains just at the bottom? I don't know. Maybe it's useful. Maybe there's a weapon on here of some kind. I don't know. I don't really know how chain bangles work. This skin has completely rotted away. And we got this hand on the chest here. This, there's something in my eye. There was definitely something protruding out of that chest. The Calamity seems to be bursting out through Ganon's chest, and this hand is holding it. He's doing its best. Look at these fingers. These fingers are slipping. Look at it's leaking. It's pouring all that. You know what you need? You know what you need? Phil Swift will save us. He will be the hero. Bunch of ancient technology can't even develop flex tape. Okay, so we got this whole image. I don't even know where I'm gonna put myself for this. The hand is possessing Link. So this thing, I don't know if they're related, but it sucks itself up right onto Link's right hand, his sword hand. This thing is on his sword hand. What does that mean? I don't know. He's bracing himself. Couldn't really tell because it seems like he's a little bit of pain here, but no, he has accepted this willingly. This thing, I wonder if it will be a replacement to the Sheikah Slate or something. It's gotta give him some new powers, right? Like, it's gotta be the new gimmick, which seems pretty cool. I wonder if he'll lose the sword. Oh, maybe he'll lose the sword and like that's his way of fighting. No, I doubt it. Well, I mean, maybe he will lose the Master Sword. Actually, yeah, hang on. This isn't even written down, but like, I doubt he's gonna have the Master Sword for the whole game, because that would kind of defeat the purpose of having all these, like, picking up weapons and stuff. Maybe? I don't know. They could keep it, but I don't know. Anyways, and then hits the fan. Calamity hits the ceiling. Tai Lung is free. This surface is about to get a whole lot more calamitous. I hope I said that right. We got human hands. We got the entrance. The same scene we just saw, but with Ghost Hand. Ghost Hand comes over and grabs him and saves him. This image here is the cool. It looks like a painting. It looks just like your typical ceiling Ganon away, but I'm thinking there might be something more to it, because, I mean, this man looks like he's in agony, and this thing's attacking him. I mean, that shadow thing is freaky. I mean, this Calamity thing is bursting out of his chest. We're going off the assumption that Ganondorf here is like using the Calamity to like take over the world, but he looks like he's in pain here. So maybe that's not his decision, and maybe this thing is just trying to keep the Calamity in. Maybe they're not enemies at all. Maybe they're on the same side. I will get to this later, because holy crap, I think I'm onto something here. Bye-bye, Zelda. There it is. She's gone. I swear, if we lose Zelda completely for the rest of the game, I will absolutely still probably give this game a 10 out of 10, but I will be very, very peeved while doing it. I write a strongly worded letter. And we got a Twitch here. Everything's red. Now, Zelda, she doesn't look very phased by this. She's kind of watching. She's like, hair whip. Found the weak spot. People say the castle's floating. I mean, it would make more sense for it to be a giant tower, considering all the towers in Hyrule. But if Ganon really is directly underneath all of Hyrule, then yeah, there wouldn't be any room for a tower. It would just be the Hyrule Castle on top, and then it's floating. And at that point, I have no idea what else to speculate afterwards. This thing could go to space. Almost everyone's been saying, oh my god, Zelda in space. Watch them be right, I swear to god. Then we see the green lights start to fade. The hand has finished sealing Ganon, and the heartbeat has returned to a normal pace. Ganon is alive, and he is free. And by George, it's a direct sequel. You still here? I love you. This trailer was not like a little spooky. It was exclusively spooky. This is the Majora's Mask to Ocarina of Time. Big like introduction to this huge new world, and it was all kind of like the cliche save the princess storyline, and then we got a direct sequel, same world, same everything, and it was all crazy, dark, and spooky, and people loved it. I could see us starting off in Hyrule Castle because it would be rebuilt, everything would be different, it wouldn't be in ruins anymore, but the rest of the world, it would not be ours to explore because it would go against our first game, our first plays out, because there would be like items that don't exist anymore, and you know, it would just complicate things. That's for Breath of the Wild. That calm, serene, beautiful, peaceful bliss is dead. New mobs! Spiders! Skulltulas! We could have Stalfos! Not Stalbachhoppers. Stalfos. Dickababas! Ghosts! Ghosts were a thing. Dead Hands, this was by far the scariest game, Zelda thing, whatever. More Guardians. Don't ever get rid of Guardians. They were terrifying before, they can be terrifying again. Vise? They're like gargoyles. Eggman? Ackerman? Ridley's ugly cousin. Armos! I'm talking big Centurion detailed statues that sometimes will come to life and draw their big stone sword and beat the crap out of you. Tektites, Wallmasters, Poe-Souls, Gibdos, or Redeads. I want mummy hugs. Okay, so this is the one that I want more than anything else. I don't see Lynels living down here in the dark caves. No. They're free roaming creatures. We're not gonna have Lynels, the biggest, baddest, coolest enemies in Breath of the Wild. So the only thing paralleling that strength is a dark nut. Big, brooding knights to really beat the heck out of you. Now, okay, this is probably not true, and I don't even think I want it to be true. That looks a lot like Twilight Princess Ganondorf. He's got kind of the short hair, he's got the heavy armor, the horse. He's also been stabbed in the chest. In Ocarina of Time, he kind of just disappeared. In Wind Waker, he turned to stone. In Skyward Sword Demise, he turned to dust or whatever. Twilight Princess, he stayed there. And on top of that, this little hand thing here, it looks very Twilight-y. As cool as these things are, maybe they're an homage to those things, but I don't actually believe it to be true. And also, if it is true, it would go against my theory, and I really like my theory. Please don't subvert my expectations. I really think it's true. It would be a shock if it's not. I haven't seen too much, but a lot of people seem to have the similar idea. But to introduce you to that theory, let me just quickly redirect you to this image right here. This beautiful tapestry. We saw this bad boy right in Breath of the Wild, correct? I would like to sort of point out the fact that 1, there is no Ganondorf, it's just the Calamity, and 2, this guy has red hair. Since when has Link ever had red freaking hair? I'm almost positive this is Ganon. How can it not be? If you swipe that away, go to this next painting. I love this shot so much. It looks a lot like him. He's got the strong upper body. He's got a bit of a tunic here. Long red hair. Ganondorf was the hero. He garbed the green tunic. He grabbed the Master Sword. He fought alongside Princess Zelda. Or Princess. I'm not sure if her name was actually Zelda. He fought alongside the princess. And they banished the Calamity. But I'm not sure if it was through greed or if it was some sort of self-sacrificing thing. Somehow the Calamity came to possess Ganon, and that's what we see here. All of this thing, the fact that it's leaking out of his body, the fact that he's got crazy demon eyes, the fact that he's got fangs. Like, you're not born with fangs. Gerudos don't have fangs. What's up with that? That's not normal, okay? That's not normal. Somehow he still ended up being the villain And I think that's really sad, because another thing to this theory that might not be entirely true, I don't have too much to base it off of, but I think it would be really intriguing and make a little bit of sense if this hand here was the princess. As far as we know, the only people capable of using sealing magic are Zelda and the old princess. This is very different than what Zelda was doing. But it is still technically sealing him away. They've just been down here this whole time, sealing away the calamity together. Maybe the end of the game is not to kill Ganondorf, but to save him. I want to save him. I'm ready to break, I'm ready to be scared, and I want to cry. The fact that this spirit is conscious, it actively reached out to save Link. I think it's safe to say that since this thing is literally merging with Link and will probably be with him the entire game, companion maybe? This game is giving us everything we've asked for. We're getting spooky story sequel Breath of the Wild with potential companion. I should probably stop banging on my wall. As much as in theory, like on paper, having Zelda alongside you for the entire time would be so cool, Link's not really one for conversation. It would be very one-sided. And also the fact that traveling across the world with Zelda alongside you, it would be a burden. You can't go off and do whatever you want. You can't access places that are exclusive to you. If you gotta tug Zelda around with you, it wouldn't be the same game. But I think if this companion, this hand thing, is the princess and could maybe be a link to a connection to Zelda, maybe they can swap back and forth. There was no sign of any Sheikah Slate, at least that I could tell, at least not with Link. Maybe Zelda will use it, and Link has these abilities. It would split the game in half. You would have your Zelda half, and then your Link half, and I'm not sure if that would translate well. I believe in you, Nintendo, I don't know what to say. This game will still follow the same, you can explore anywhere at any time formula. You will have all your tools accessible at the beginning, and then you just go off from there. I can't see them not keeping it because they're just so successful. And that means it's still gonna be possible to 3-heart run Ganondorf. Before I end this, there's just one more little note. This game, we're obviously gonna get new bits of armor and weapons and all that stuff. But I wonder if this guy, Ganon, truly is the ancient hero. What if the green tunic that we get in this game was the very same one that we see here that he used to wear? Yeah. Breath of the Wild 2 is coming out.